So you're wondering if you're finally gonna connect with this person. I feel you're both kind of in the same boat. Perhaps both going through an ending. Maybe both of you are married and getting divorced. Maybe in other relationships and finally having a breakup. Maybe you live in different places and finally coming together. But I do get endings either way. And I feel, oh, isn't this funny? I got like the same cards. And by the way, this is part 2 of this love story. Very similar cards. I do feel that you've been harping on the past and now you're ready for a transformation. You are going to get the truth you need to hear from your ex. I do get that, okay? So you'll finally get the closure, or at least you'll see it. You may not be able to tell them off like you want to with your ex, but sometimes it's for the better, okay? You can get closure without ever seeing them again or having to say the last word. Sometimes it's better to walk away in grace, as they say. Yeah, because I feel like in the past, you kept wanting to tell them off is what I get, by the way. Were you dealing with a Leo? I'm hearing Gemini and Leo. I've been reading a lot of Geminis and Leos lately, funny enough. So now I feel like after this whole ex situation, it was toxic, you have new goals. You have new expectations of what you're looking for in a relationship. You're no longer going to, as I call them, the bottom feeders. You're no longer going to deal with the lower vibrational people. So now you've raised your expectations and raised your vibe. And now you're going to actually meet somebody new. But you may have already met somebody new. I keep getting Leo, Aries, Gemini, and again, please, if you're not any of those signs or dealing with anybody, just take what resonates, leave the rest. But let's just say, again, this ex keeps butting in. That's not who you're supposed to be with. There's going to be a lot of justice and karma with that one. So don't worry. Everything's going to all work out. Let's just say that. And by you working on yourself, you're being rewarded. There's somebody coming on your path very soon. I'm getting the same thing I got in part 1. Very generous person, very beautiful, sexy, handsome, very wealthy, or doing well for themselves. And you know what I love? They're also very compassionate, watery sign, okay? And very smart, by the way. Let me get a time period here. When do we feel that, let's see. So when will this new person come along? Please don't take that ex back. That's what I keep hearing. That's not my opinion. All right. It may take 1 to 5 months, and for some of you, January. Anything else? Anybody else? When will they meet them? I keep getting between August and January, okay? And I got the 222 card. So some of you will be August. Some, you know, if you're still kind of with the same person and haven't had your ending, it's going to take a little longer.